It looks a lot worse in person than it does on TV. Being here in person really brings tears to my eyes.
Residents are still in shock after a suspicious fire destroys brand new school buses. Good evening, I'm Nicole Kahn. Thanks for spending your evening here with us. The Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Department now finally has some answers on how 4 Tippecanoe School Corporation buses caught fire overnight. News Channel 18's Aaron Leedy brings us the latest on the investigation. Aaron, what do you know?
Well, Nicole, new details are just now coming into the newsroom. Tippecanoe County Sheriff Tracy Brown says a 14-year-old male is in custody tonight. The boy's name is being withheld. Sheriff Brown says he believes this person acted alone in this fire. Charges are expected to be filed early next week. Sheriff Brown says the call came in at 2:20 this morning of heavy smoke coming from the parking lot behind Weall Ridge Elementary School. When crews arrived, they found 2 buses fully engulfed. Brown says the fire was determined to be suspicious. Officers spent much of the day looking for anyone involved in the crime. He says a witness heard someone in the area around the time the fire started.
What we are doing now is conducting the initial investigation to determine cause and origin of that fire. And we are doing that along with the County Arson Task Force and the Indiana State Fire Marshal.
It hurts right now, yes. You know, unfortunately, the damage is on the taxpayers of this community, and that's the sad part. In the long run, we will pay the cost of this.
Director of Transportation Kevin Nafee says the buses cost nearly $500,000 total. I spent the evening talking with residents about what happened. Many people were still in shock this evening, hours after the fire. A steady stream of vehicles could be seen driving behind Weall Ridge Elementary School. Many people getting out of their cars to see up close 4 school buses that were torched. Nearby residents like Susan Allball looked on in disbelief.
It's a lot worse in person than it was on TV. TV does not do it justice whatsoever.
Caution tape now surrounds the perimeter. The school buses were brand new, never used, and ready for the fall semester, each one with a price tag of $123,000.
I think it's pretty sad that they can't find something else to do at like 2:30 in the morning and they have to come out here and light all these new buses on fire.
TSC student Kirsten Robertson stopped by after a softball game to see the damage. The Sheriff's Department says the fire has been deemed suspicious. Residents say the $500,000 loss is another hit to a school corporation already on a tight budget.
I just think with all the cuts and everything that the corporation has had to endure and all of our children that something like this is just really sad.
Carla Stuckey grew up in the area. She says ultimately community members will pay the price.
The taxpayers, you know, this is coming out of their pockets.
Insurance only covers so much, and I don't know, it's sad.
Perhaps the only silver lining with this fire is that it didn't spread. The buses were parked within feet from several portable classrooms.
I'm just glad that it didn't get the school or any of the huts back there and nobody was injured.
Let's hope that they catch the people who did it and they can be punished for the crime that they've committed and that this doesn't happen again.
And to recap the new developments minutes ago, Sheriff Brown confirming that a 14-year-old male is in custody. Authorities believe he acted alone in this fire. He's currently at the Juvenile Detention Center. Sheriff Brown says charges are expected to be filed next week. Aaron Leedy, News Channel 18.